Christians will always try to prove that Islam is oppressive to women and how that disproves Islam. It's mostly their go to argument. However, when we really compare Islam and Christianity, Islam actually respects women way more than Christianity. Why? Because according to Christianity, women are the cause of evil and gateway of Satan. They are the reason why there's so much cruelty around the world and why the entire mankind got cursed. So, according to the Bible, when God created Adam and Eve and he told them not to go near the tree, Eve, the female deceiver, still disobeyed God and also told the man to eat the apple as well, even though he was originally not going to eat the apple. But since Eve, the female deceiver, deceived her husband into it, she got the entire world cursed by God. Because of her, we are all cursed and doomed for never ending torture in hell, all because of the female gender. It's because of the curse that the female gender brought that murders happen. But when the kingdom of God comes, everyone will become friends and no one will murder each other. It's because of the female gender the Son of God was tortured on the cross and had to suffer. This is why even the modern Christians act like they are the saviors of women and how they save women from Islam and all. But the earlier church fathers and apologists absolutely hated women. I mean, who wouldn't hate the cause of evil? And do you not know that you are each and Eve? The sentence of God on this gender of yours lives in this age. The guilt must of necessity live too. You are the devil's gateway. You are the unsealer of that forbidden tree. You are the first deserter of the divine law. You are she who persuaded him whom the devil was not valiant enough to attack. You destroyed so easily God's image, man. On account of your desert, that is death. Even the Son of God had to die. And do you think about adorning yourself over and above your tunics of your skins? The woman taught the man once and made him guilty of disobedience and wrought a ruin. Therefore, because she made a bad use of her power over the man, or rather her equality with him, God made her subject to her husband. It is not said of the man that he saw the tree was good for food, but of the woman, and that she did eat and gave it to her husband, so that he transgressed, not captivated by appetite, but merely from the persuasion of his wife. The woman taught once and ruined all. On this account, therefore, he says, let her not teach. But what is it to other women that she suffered this? It certainly concerns them, for the gender is weak and fickle, and he is speaking of the gender collectively. For he says not Eve, but the woman, which is the common name of the whole gender, not her proper name. Was then the whole gender included in the transgression for her fault? So here the female gender transgressed, and not the male. Shall not woman then be saved? Yes, by means of children. How could Adam have believed what the serpent said? For the serpent said that God prohibited them from eating the fruit of that tree because he knew that if they did so, they would become as gods by knowing their good and evil. As if God begrudged his creatures so great a blessing that a man endowed with a spiritual mind could have believed this is astonishing, and just because it is impossible to believe it. Woman was given to man, woman who was of small intelligence and who perhaps still lives more in accordance with the promptings of the inferior flesh rather than the superior reason. To such a degree should women be silent that they are not even allowed to speak not only about worldly matters but not even about spiritual things in the church. This is order. This is modesty. This will adorn her more than any garments. Thus clothed, she will be able to offer the prayers in the manner most becoming. So, after getting the entire world cursed, the female gender was punished with labor pains, and thus menstruation is associated with curse. Sure, the man was also cursed, but his curse is way more easier than of the woman. His curse was basically going to work, which is more of an opportunity rather than a punishment for most people. This is why Jesus prohibited women from teaching or having authority over men, since they are the cause of evil. Now compare that to Islam. Women are not devil's gateway, but rather both men and women were deceived by Satan rather than just the woman. So the woman does not get the blame alone, but rather both Adam and Eve listen to Satan. Women are not punished with childbirth pains or menstruation, rather it's just a natural process God has ordained, and paradise lies under the feet of the mother. And no, women are not the reason why a fall of man happened, because both Adam and Eve sinned together. But God forgave them as soon as they repented. He did not require murder in order to forgive Adam and Eve, rather he just forgave them right away. He does not need you to kill an innocent man. And no, women can teach men. The companions of Prophet Muhammad used to learn from Aisha radiallahu. On one hand, she would always teach and help, sometimes even disagreeing with the men, and Muslims call her their mother. So, yes, it's the female gender who disobeyed God and brought the curse upon the entire world. They are the reason why people and animals kill each other. They are the reason why Jesus had to suffer on the cross, and humans would have been happier if the female gender did not exist.